Hello and welcome back to the BIN2BEAN Training Series on awareness raising and community engagement. In this module, we'll explore how to understand and motivate different stakeholders along the value chain, starting with private households and local administrations. When you design a new business model, it is natural to think first about your potential client. But in the biowaste sector, you must also consider all the other stakeholders. Biowaste is not a standardized material. Unlike raw materials in a factory, its composition varies depending on the source, whether it comes from households, supermarkets or restaurants. And it also changes with cultural habits and the season. Since soil improvers and fertilizers must meet strict quality requirements such as minimum humus content, particle size, contaminant limits and the absence of visible impurities, reaching these standards is only possible if both the organic waste and the processing methods are of high quality. For this reason, the cooperation of households and businesses is essential. They must separate the organic fraction of their waste or even pre-sort it. This means asking people to do extra work, so it is crucial to understand what motivates them. Scientific studies have identified 4 main factors that shape waste sorting behaviors, including people's attitude towards environmental protection, the influence of social norms, their perceived control over the behavior, and their experience with local waste management services. People who are already aware of environmental issues are often intrinsically motivated. They will be open to messages about how separating organic waste improves soil resilience. That is why it helps to develop a clear and simple narrative, explain the state of regional soils, show the benefits of compost, and connect their behavior to local improvements. The European Soil Observatory maps presented in Module 3 are useful for this purpose. You can also appeal to common sense. Reducing the waste of what needs to be disposed of makes sense for everyone and is also required by the European law. Remind people that methane from landfills is a climate killer, about 25 times stronger than carbon dioxide, and that incinerating food waste wastes valuable organic matter. Recycling is the better alternative. In fact, 1 ton of biowaste can yield about 350 kilograms of compost, saving carbon dioxide, or yield around 100 cubic meters of biogas, with an energy content of 600 kilowatt-hours. Sorting waste is more likely to spread when it becomes a visible social norm. If many citizens already participate, others will follow. Campaigns can build this by using messages such as, "We'll all separate our waste, why don't you?" Behavior can also be encouraged through external motivation. Some municipalities offer financial rewards for biowaste collection. In Module 6, we look at examples of successful experiences from cities and companies. Motivation, however, is only one part. Households also need clear and accessible information. They must know what belongs in the biobin, what containers they can use, where the nearest biobin is located, what the rules are, and what benefits they will gain from correct separation. This information should be available in simple forms, such as flyers, posters, social media content, or websites. In areas with large migrant population, translations are essential so that everyone can participate. A business model based on home or community composting requires providing people with equipment and instructions. Composting can take place in gardens or parks and is often supported by municipalities or associations. In these cases, you will work with highly motivated individuals, which allows for more technical communication and closer collaboration. In most cases, however, entrepreneurs will not interact directly with households. City administration usually organize collection, sometimes through a contractor, and are also responsible for informing citizens. For your business, it's important to understand their motivations. Are they introducing the biobin to improve soil? Are they aiming to reduce waste management costs? If composting reduces the volume of residual waste, municipalities can save money, which is a strong argument. But if administrations are not directly responsible for the quality or quantity of collected biowaste, their motivation may be weaker. In these cases, entrepreneurs must invest time convincing council and administration of the wider benefit of biowaste valorization, including job creation and improved soils. Municipalities also often underestimate the workload of introducing separate collection. That is why maintaining close contact with administration and waste companies is essential. Work with them on strategies to motivate citizens. In addition, engaging NGOs or citizen groups committed to environmental issues can help. Farmers who already use soil improvers from biowaste can also provide powerful testimonials. Once citizens are motivated, they must also be supported in taking actions. This means reliable and transparent waste services, fair charges, and trust in the system. When households are satisfied with local facilities, they are more likely to continue separating waste. Pre-sorting at home is extra work, so convenience is critical. Behavioral research shows that people are more likely to adopt behaviors that are easy, attractive, social, and timely. These principles apply directly to biowaste separation. Households should be equipped with small containers from kitchen waste and with suitable bags to avoid leakage and smell. An example comes from Hamburg, where the municipal company provides free biodegradable paper bags for food waste. These bags reduce odor in the kitchens and can be collected from recycling centers or shops with a downloadable coupon. Waste bins or underground containers are then available close to home for convenient disposal. Of course, biowaste can produce unpleasant odors because of bacteria and fungi that start decomposition quickly. To address these, several measures are recommended. Containers, first of all, should be emptied more often in hot weathers. Using lids with charcoal filters can reduce smells, and specialized companies can provide cleaning services for bins, helping to keep the system pleasant for households. Taking these steps makes waste separation easier, more attractive, and more reliable for households, which is the foundation for producing high-quality compost. In the next video, we will build on this by exploring commercial stakeholders beyond households, and how they can be engaged and motivated to contribute to the collection of clean biowaste. See you in the next module.